Hello, Ray Phoenix here again, and I'm staying true to my word. I said I'd be playing Mario Bros. On the Atari 2600 later soon, and it is later soon now, so I guess I should be playing Mario Bros. On the Atari 2600 now. So yes, this is Mario Bros. On the Atari 2600 from 1983. This is based on that classic Mario Bros. Game of 1983's. You know, the game that came before Super Mario Bros. Where there was Super Mario Bros., there was just Mario Bros. This game that I'm playing right now. Believe it or not, I actually like this game more than Super Mario Bros. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, where you hit turtles from up below, and they have to walk over them, stop them, and sometimes they throw those rectangle things at you they have to collect and get more points. There's colorful rectangle, and sometimes there are other colors too, and rectangles. I believe it's supposed to be coins, but it's more like ration cards and coins. Maybe Mario, I don't know. Maybe Mario lives in a poor city or a poor town or a poor place where his country can't afford coins, or wherever can't afford coins. Instead, they're given ration cards. Yeah, I'm also might be some, maybe he's poor or something like that. It's like a food stamps or something like that. You know, because it's all because of that Chuck Swirsky. You know, Chuck Swirsky, that frickin' liberal. Yeah, that's probably why. Dang liberals. We can't get actual money more, so we get frickin' stuff like this, yeah. And then again, why are there turtles in the sewer anyways? Why don't we get Mario, a plumber, to come and bust them? What are these things? These blue light things? Mario has to collect these blue lights. Are they like the blue lights at K-Mart? No, they're not. They're something, like, actually. I mean, I know the blue coins, sorry, yeah, well, I think they're blue coins. I'm pretty sure they're blue coins. If they had blue coins at K-Mart that were worth a lot, I'd go to K-Mart more. Again, I've never actually seen a K-Mart in real life before, mostly because K-Mart's been mostly dead in my lifetime. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of it. A lot of places don't exist anymore, like Sears is another one, and you know, a lot of stores have been going bankrupt lately. I wonder if Mario's ever going to go bankrupt. I mean, this is what he used to do for a living before he was famous. Now he pays someone else to do it now for all the money he's made from gaming. Because he's probably very rich from video games, all the video games spinning. This is back in the day when before Nintendo made systems, they made games for other systems, like this game on the Atari 2600. To me, this is a real Mario game. You can't tell me, because one person told me that this is not a real Mario game. I said, of course it's a real Mario game. Saying that this is not a real Mario game is like saying that Super Mario 64 is not a real Mario game, or going up to Terry Garrett and telling him that Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is not a real Zelda game. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is a real Zelda game, a very good Zelda game, actually. The only Zelda game I ever truly played and beat. But then again, I did start playing Majora's Mask last week, which I couldn't get very far in it, mostly because of time restrictions in the game, but I do like Ocarina of Time more than Majora's Mask. See, there's never colored ration card there. I collected it, it increased my score. That's the end of that level. Okay, I hate those bug things. They jump up, you have to hit them at just the right time. There, I hit him. That was lucky. That one's a lucky shot. And then there's all those freaking fireballs that fly around. The Atari 5200 version of this game was actually better. I wish I could find a ROM of the Atari 5200 version, or to be even more clear, find a working Atari 5200 emulator, because I haven't been able to find a working Atari 5200 emulator yet. I also have the Atari 7800 version of this game, which I will eventually be playing, and I will play the Game Boy Advance version of this game. The thing with the Game Boy Advance version of this game is the Game Boy Advance version is actually very easy compared to this version. This version's actually a lot harder, a lot more difficult, a lot more challenging, which ultimately makes it a lot more fun. You can't change direction when you're in the air. When you jump and you're in the air, you can't change the direction like you could in the Game Boy Advance version. The enemies move very fast. It's hard to collect things sometimes, and the fireballs, you can't stop the fireballs. And they're everywhere in this game. Fireballs are everywhere in this game. This is one of my favorite games on the Atari 2600. But again, a lot of my favorite games are on the Atari 2600. It is one of my favorite systems ever, the Atari 2600. Definitely is my favorite Atari. I would like the Atari 7800 more if it had a more variety of games, but it doesn't. That's too bad about the Atari 7800. That didn't last that long. And then there was that ill-fated Atari Jaguar, which wasn't that good. But overall, yeah, this is a very good Mario game. I really do like this Mario game. It's very fun. If you're a fan of Mario, if you're a fan of games from 1983, I recommend playing this game. This game is a true classic in its own right. Even if it's not the Atari 2600 version, there are other versions of this game too. Even the NES version is better. There's a NES version of this game, which is, as you can probably guess, is far superior to this version. And even the 7800 version is better than this. But then again, the NES version is better than the Atari 7800 version, so Yeah. Another thing, too, I've also been wanting to play Ball Blazer on the Atari 7800 lately. I want to make a video of that game, too. The only problem is Ball Blazer needs 2 people to properly play it, and I don't have a second player. I wish if I could get someone to be a second player for me, like another player, I could play Ball Blazer. Heck, I'm willing to do 2-player games, like team up with other YouTubers and other people, and do 2-player runs of games like these. I think it'd be a lot of fun if I could get 2 people to play something with me, and add to more of my commentary, too. Because, commentary sells. When it's with 2 people, it sells even more. Unfortunately, it's hard to do 2 people commentary when you're 1 person, obviously. Now the game's getting insane. As you can see, they're constantly throwing fireballs at me. They're throwing more ice stuff at me. And there's that ice. Oh, look, it froze the bottom there. Look, there's an abundance of ice, and yet it gives you a good amount of points. If I could stand in one spot and keep hitting them and getting more points like that, and you don't need to run back to get them. It's different from other enemies. So, yeah, I get a lot of points off that. Look at that. Score. I'm getting a pretty high score in this game. I like getting high scores in video games. A lot of times, I think this might be my favorite game that came out in 1983, I think. Definitely one of them. This game definitely is a good classic. And this is in the 1983, it's when they started making, like, more complicated games on the Atari 2600. Games like, well, I can't think of any examples, really, but I think Space Shuttle game was one. That Space Shuttle game I played a few years ago was one. Then they started making more complicated games than 2600, which didn't turn out good. It was better with simple stuff like this. This is when Atari was starting to see the end of its prime. Just around the time of the video game crash. Yeah, that was bad. That's not going to stop us from enjoying such classics as Mario Brothers. Some great classics. Ooh, 80,000 points. Ooh, 81,000. Ooh, this score is good. I'm at stage 11 now, or phase 11, or whatever it's called in this game. Pick up the ration card. Oh, I thought that was oh no, it's not game over. I still have an extra life. Yeah, of course. Ooh, hit him, Mario, hit him. There. Ah, crap. So that's game over. 84,900 points. A great score. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.